Princess Grace Challenge Cup. And we have Reading University on the left of your screen against Leander Club. This is the premier women's quad event, and they are fighting out for a place in the semi-finals tomorrow. Leander Club on the right, of course, on home water, and that was a pretty good straight start, wasn't it, from that crew? They are steered in Reading from bow. It's Frances Hunt-Davis who has the steer's foot, who has her foot attached to the rudder, but also being asked questions immediately by the Reading University A crew, Zara Povey, Megan Knight, Shannon Whalehan, Ellie Cook, and it is Ellie Cook in the stroke seat who is steering for Reading.
And this Reading University women's quad has looked fantastic all season. I've been around seeing them at racing at sort of some of the regional regattas like Met Regatta. They've won Bucks Head and Bucks Regatta, so they are the top student quad in the country. But also, when they won the Met Regatta a couple of weeks ago, they looked really commanding.
There's some confidence, isn't there? We've already talked about the Reading University programme earlier today and the fabulous coaching team there who are helping the University Rowing Club to reach new heights, and they're doing a fantastic job. What's the difference between we've got Ellie Cook in the Reading University stroke seat who is steering, and then we've got the bow of the Leander Club, Frances Hunt-Davis steering. What's the difference? Have you steered a quad down this course?
I've steered a quad down this course many times. In fact, I was such a control freak that when I was in the national team, we were steered by the stroke at all of the straight courses, but when we came to Henley, I didn't want anyone else to do it, so I still steered from bow. I think there are benefits to having both the stroke person and the bow person steering. When you're at stroke, you have you can see very clearly if you're going straight or not, because you don't have anyone in front of you, so you can see how the stern's lined up with the booms. But actually, the bow person is nice for steering because you can look around and see if you're going to crash into anything. So, but ultimately, you need the person who's confident doing it.
So we've got fantastic talent in the Reading University crew. Ellie Cook, steering, stroking, was first at the under-23 April trials, the February trials, and definitely has aspirations and talent and potential to continue and develop her rowing career. Shannon at 3, also GB under-19, under-23 trialist, won Henley Women's Regatta, they won at Bucks, so huge experience already. And actually Ellie and Shannon and Megan are at their 5th Henley Royal race. So I mean, that's so wonderful that these women's events, they get stronger and stronger, and there's now this experience growing within the events that's completely taken the standard up year on year.
Brilliant to see that. And in contrast, in the Leander crew, we have Amelia Hempelman-Adams and Daniela Price-Hughes, who are both racing at their first Henley Royal Regatta. Absolutely.
So there we see the back of Frances Hunt-Davis in the bow seat, who will be steering, perhaps also giving the calls, usually in the bow seat or the 2 seat, and they're having to steer a little bit more. It feels like they've got sort of, just feeling a bit more the wash, which you sometimes do. So you can see them, the bows pointing in slightly different directions there. They're just adjusting, and now got themselves lined up again, and they need to kind of really focus in. What more speed can they get out of this? They're rowing well together, but it's not at the level they wanted. Reading are out of sight, and they have to zero in on their programme, on their plan for the race, and executing each move.
And I think this Reading University quad, they're coached by Chris Bartley, who was a silver medalist in the London Olympics in the lightweight 4, world champion in the 2010 World Championships in lightweight 4. He was quite a smaller rower, so he had to focus on technique quite a lot. So I'd imagine he's imparted a lot of that wisdom to Reading University crew.
So here we get a lovely shot of this Reading University A crew, who have really given us a masterclass of quad sculling. Look at that. It's a beautiful place to be on a beautiful summer's evening at Henley Royal Regatta as they glide past the stewards' enclosures. There was huge cheering, clapping as the banks are lined for this supreme Reading University A crew, who cross the line first and make it into the semi-finals of the Princess Grace Challenge Cup. And Leander finish that race with everything they've got. Lots of experience gained for this Leander crew, and I'm sure they'll all be back for more next year.